Well, hello there and welcome to Theme Park Euphoria. So this video is actually going to be a follow-up that I did to a video I uploaded just under a couple of days ago regarding a guest ride that will be appearing at Alton Towers for the 2021 season. Now, this video is actually going to be a follow-up about a few other guest rides that are scheduled or proposed to be appearing at the park for the 2021 season. So there have been 4 rides to have been reported that will be making some appearances at Alton Towers for this year until the foreseeable future. Because of the pandemic and Alton Towers are bringing in some rides for crowd control and also to help out these showmen who have been hit hard during these uncertain times. Now, I've already talked about the Super Trooper in the last video, so I won't be going over that again, but if you want to learn more about that particular ride, then I would recommend you watch that video first before going into this one. So, for those who don't know already, Alton Towers will be having some fairground rides into the park for this year's season. One of them has already looked to have been confirmed. It is in question the Super Trooper owned by David Irvin. Again, I would recommend you go over and check that video out so you know the full history behind the ride and exactly what it does. Now, the other 4 which have been rumoured to be attending are a Waltzer, a Twister and a Dodgems, and I will be telling you what is going on based on some information that came into light that is usually from a reliable source. Sorry, I just had dinner, I shouldn't have made the video, but anyway, so for their protection I will not say where this source come from, but I can confirm that this particular source where I got this information from is usually 100% reliable. Now, the matter of these rides coming into the park are actually being dealt by the Mellors Group, who own Fantasy Island and actually have some travelling rides themselves. So they are finding some rides from showmen who are willing to bring them into the park, and we'll just have to wait and see how things go from there. Now, as of this video, nothing has been confirmed about Dodgems attending the park, so I'm going to rule them out of this video. But I can tell you about some rides that should be attending the park, and I can tell you about the particular rides themselves. So the first one I want to get out of the way is the Waltzer, which is rumoured to be attending the 2021 season. I can say that a Waltzer should be at the park. It hasn't been confirmed exactly where it will be going, but could potentially be in a spot in the world of Walliams. And that Waltzer in question should be one called Thunderdome, owned by John Collins. Now, the ride was actually made by Fairtrade Services, a very reputable company in the UK who make a lot of the modern Waltzers with the neon chevrons on the back. Having actually ridden them myself, this is a fantastic choice of Waltzer to go into the park. The ride was actually scheduled to be debuting at Nottingham Goose Fair 2020, but that event sadly couldn't happen because of COVID, and Alton Towers should be its first ever outing. So yes, I wish John Collins all the best of luck with this particular venture, and I can't wait to see how well this machine will do in the park. The second ride I'm going to get onto, which is currently rumoured, is the Sizzler or Twister type ride. So one of those should be going into the park, and that particular one should be a machine owned by George Burroughs. So this is the one that's on the screen now. Now, some may know this ride for being formerly at Barry Island, from it being brand new in the summer of 2015 to when it was sold to Burroughs in the autumn of 2017. It has made some appearance at some Nottingham and some Derbyshire-based fairs and any areas around the radius of it. And it has also made some appearances at Thunderworld in Bristol. So I actually have ridden this machine myself again, as well as the Fairtrade Services Waltzers. Again, another good addition to the park. And although it may not fit right in, but depending on where it goes, but you can't deny that light packaging is absolutely brilliant, and was actually done by its previous owner, James Danter. So yeah, again, these type of rides are a bit unusual to see in permanent theme parks, especially with the light packaging on it, although it might not necessarily blend in, but it will do a good job at controlling the crowd and drawing potential park visitors in. So the fourth and final ride I'm going to bring into this, ruling out the Dodgems because nothing has been confirmed or said about that, so I can't see Dodgems going into the park, mainly because I don't think they would fit right in, and especially if you compare to the likes of King Pig's Dodgems at Thorpe Park, that was made to blend in terms of the theming, so regardless of which set they go for, I can't see a set of dodgems going into the park, and I can't see it blending in to the park. So this fourth ride that should be going into the park is actually a machine called Jumper Jumper. Now, just before I do show the video, I just want to give a word of warning that the video does actually contain strobe lighting. So if you are epileptic or if you are sensitive to flashing images, I would recommend you just pause the video to look at the ride. I would recommend you look away from the video from about 3, 2, 1, now. So this type of ride is a smashing jump, but is traded by its manufacturer Sartori in Italy as a rototechno. So this ride was previously owned by the Dutch showman, the Ordelmans. I forget the exact year it was made. It might have been 2012, might be a bit later than that. But prior to its ownership change in October 2018, when it fell into ownership by UK showman Freddie Jr. and David Stokes, who sometimes trade as Stokes Industries, the ride did actually make some appearances at Hyde Park Winter Wonderland twice during the Ordelmans' ownership, and actually once in 2019 during the Stokes' ownership. Now this ride is not so much unusual to see at permanent theme parks, because some other manufacturers do actually make park models of this particular type of ride. I don't know if Sartori have actually done one of these before, but I do know that Fabry have done a park model of this ride, because they do actually make them themselves as well. And I think another manufacturer, BM Performance Rides, may have also done a park model. They also do make them themselves. Okay, I messed that bit up, I'm so sorry. But just to clarify, there are 3 manufacturers in Italy that I'm aware of that, as far as I'm aware, do make these smashes. We've got Fabry, we've got BM Performance Rides, and we've got Sartori. There was a Spanish manufacturer that did make them, but I'm sure most of you be aware of a machine called MX360 that has had one incident in Australia and another incident in the UK. I'm not willing to comment any further on that. But as of 2020, I think the company went bust and stopped trading. So in the UK, we have had 3 overall types of smashing jumps. We had one owned by M&D Taylor called Spider-Man. We have had another one called MX360 owned by David Taylor. Again, not going to comment on that one. And we've also had the third one to come to the UK, which was Jumper Jumper, owned by Freddie Jr. and David Stokes. We've had 3 overall machines. However, Jumper Jumper is currently the only ride of its kind in the UK. So who knows, maybe this type of ride could fit in Alton Towers. If Alton Towers do see something in it, they could maybe get a park model of a smashing jump and find a particular area to put it in. I mean, if they ever did put a smashing jump in the World of Walliams, they could always theme it in a way that would be themed around one of his particular children's books. So yeah, there's plenty of opportunities in that. I mean, regardless of where it goes, there would be a lot of opportunity themings. Maybe in the Dark Forest, because we've had branches themed around it. I kind of don't really know where I was going with that, I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'm going to leave this video right there. So just to recap on the rides that should be appearing at Alton Towers for the 2021 season. So we have Irvin's Super Trooper, we have John Collins' Thunderdome Waltzer, George Burroughs' Sizzler Twist, and we have the Sartori Rototechno, which is Jumper Jumper, owned by the Stokes. And with that, I'm going to leave this video right there. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye for now.